hello.
Welcome to Hello Connecticut, the podcast, and we have a very special guest on our program today. Celebrating 200 years, it's our very own Connecticut Museum, and with that, their marketing and communications coordinator, Samantha. It is lovely to have you here, Samantha Skeels. Thank you for being here today.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having us. Very excited to be here. Big year for us.
It is a big year for you, and we have a lot of gems here in our state and a lot of reasons people can staycation here all year long. Tell us a little bit about the journey of the Connecticut Museum and some of the things and accomplishments that you're most proud of.
Yeah, so the Connecticut Museum of Culture and History is our full title, was actually established in 1825. The original title was the Connecticut Historical Society. So a lot of people know it by that name originally, but it has definitely evolved. The way we think of it is it really has grown with the community to serve the community and to reflect the community of all of Connecticut. So one of the biggest things that happened very recently, the summer of 2023, actually, we did a complete rebrand and a revamp of who we are, and we became the Connecticut Museum of Culture and History. So that was definitely a big change. New logo, new colors, and the title definitely aligns more with what our mission is today and moving forward into the future. So that's not only collecting, preserving, and sharing history, but really embracing all the different cultures and heritages within the state, past, present, and future as well.
So, with the Connecticut Historical Society, now the Connecticut Museum, and everything that you've just said, what does that encompass across our state? How many locations and how many places can we go explore with you?
Yeah, so we are based in our brick and mortar building location is based in Hartford, Connecticut, on the west end of Hartford at 1 Elizabeth Street. It's a great building. It actually used to be the home of an inventor, Curtis Veeder. So you can definitely still see remnants of like what it used to be, like the historical house. It's had a couple additions since then. There's exhibitions, programs, events that happen there. But beyond our four walls, we go all across the state. We have a very robust education program for all ages. So we go into classrooms, we speak with kids of all ages. We do adult programs, not only at the museum, but on the road. So all across Connecticut at community centers, at other libraries and historical societies, we take our knowledge and our programs and we bring them on the road as well. And anyone, anywhere across the state can book a program with us like that.
How can the general public continue and help continue your mission in bringing these great programs and keeping up with the property too, right? Because I'm sure that does need a little help from time to time.
Yeah, definitely. So we encourage participation and engagement. Like that is really why we're here and what we're trying to do is to not just get people to be passive in learning about like history and the cultures of Connecticut, but to really engage them. So we have a very strong membership program, and we do special programs for our members, and special discounts to certain events and things like that. We have an annual fund, and our organization is definitely very very dependent on just the kindness and the generation of the general public as well, just to keep going. But it's just to see the faces and to have the people coming into the museum itself and to have that foot traffic. That is really, it's the best feeling, like from our point of view, for sure, just to see people engaging with what we put out there.
Talk about some of the exhibitions that you have or things that are coming up or things that you're excited. I mean, I know we're just kind of getting rolling, and summer's a great time for people to explore as well. But,
Yeah.
What's coming up?
Yeah, definitely. So I will say this is a big year for us. It is our 200th anniversary. So established in 1825. Now we're in 2025. It's a big year, bicentennial year. But right now we have a couple permanent exhibitions that are always up. But we have a couple special ones right now as well. A very popular one has been our coffee. It's called Coffee, A Connecticut Story. And that's an exhibition all about Connecticut's coffee connections across time and place. So whether that is the different coffee cultures that have been brought into the state, the history of how it's been cultivated, brought to the state, the history of coffee shops as well, how that was really a venue for people and to express ideas and to build communities as well. So that one's been very popular. It's multi-sensory, so there's little scent stations, and every month we'll feature a different local coffee roaster. We worked heavily with coffee roasters across the state to develop the exhibition, and we love having them involved. Um, that's really what our exhibitions are about as well, is just keeping the community engaged in not only visiting, but developing a lot of our exhibitions. So we have that one, and we have our Wide Awakes exhibition as well, it was a Hartford-born movement. It was five individuals from Hartford, Connecticut, who were involved in the anti-slavery movement and campaigning for Lincoln to become president for the election of 1860. And the movement actually spread nationwide, but it's a very interesting aspect of Connecticut history that I think a lot of people don't know about. So highlighting that's been a lot of fun. And then coming up in conjunction with our 200th anniversary will be our 200th anniversary exhibition. It is called Then Now Next, 200 Years and Counting. So that will be all about the evolution of the museum, how it started in 1825 and how it became what it is today, and some of our hopes for the future as well.
And that's great. And typically, what does it cost to enjoy the museum? I'm sure there's membership programs, and I'm sure those are great because then you can rely on those donations, coming in. But how can we tell our audience to get involved with all of that?
Yeah, definitely. So we invite people to come in. We are only closed to the public on Mondays. So every other day of the week, we are open and ready to have you. Children under 5 are free every day of the week, all the time. It's $12 admission. Members get in for free as well. And every first full weekend of the month, we have free first weekend. So that means free admission for all ages. They can come visit the galleries. We have the Inspire Center, which is great for families. And there's usually a family program that occurs on Saturdays as well. So definitely recommend if you've never been to the museum before, that is a great opportunity to really just go, bring your friends and family, and check out what we have to offer.
ConnecticutMuseum.org is the best place to go to get all the information, to find out about the exhibitions, to find out about events, to find out how we can invite you to speak at different groups, schools, and organizations, to get in touch with you to make your donations, and also to get connected with Connecticut history, right? The Connecticut Museum celebrating 200 years, although Samantha, you don't look a day over 199, honestly. Whatever you're doing is working. But ConnecticutMuseum.org.
For sure.
ConnecticutMuseum.org is where you're going to want to go and get all of the details. And I know you're going to be coming on some of our other programs here in studio, but we wanted to jump on this podcast real quick today just to remind our audience that sometimes, right, Samantha, sometimes we forget we have these incredible local gems right here that we can share and grow with, right? So closing notes and arguments as to why people need to come visit you.
Yeah, I think you don't always know what you're going to expect, what to expect. You think, it's a history museum. Let me go take a look. But there's so much rich culture, and we're not only looking at the past, but we're bringing that into the present and making these connections, and that's the goal, right? And to keep people engaged as well with what's happening in the world around us.
Well, I'll look forward to seeing you at the museum. Thank you for your time today. And here's to another 200 years.
Yeah, that's the goal. 200 more. Let's go.